For my hashtag One Small Thing project, I decided to do something similar to my project from last semester, but this time I took inspiration from the Marble Jar and Wreck and Rumble and Revolution lesson. I wrote letters to the people that have heavily influenced me this year and acknowledged the things they have done to influence my life. When I wrote my letters last semester, I had only touched upon the surface, but this semester I decided to go into depth and express how I was really feeling, even if it was uncomfortable to talk about. Within these letters, I addressed certain feelings I had towards the things they have done to influence me, whether it be good or bad. To do this project, I reflected back on my senior year and identified all the people I had the opportunity to cross paths with. While looking back at the year, I was overcome with nostalgia for the good times that I had throughout the school year. Most of the people that received a letter had also received one last semester. I wanted to build off of what I had written them last semester and make the letters more appealing to the eye, since last semester it was just on a post-it note. I bought cards and gathered supplies I had at home to make the letters look appealing while also personal. Since I wanted the letters to look better than last time, each one took quite some time to make. To ensure that there were no mistakes, I first typed out what I wanted to write down in the letter, then transferred it onto the card. I wrote a total of 14 cards, and at times I found it difficult to find time to dedicate to making the cards since they were very time-consuming. Regardless, I was determined to make each letter personal and from the heart. After giving the letters to each person, most felt gratitude and liked the things written in the letter. For the letters that addressed more serious issues, I allowed the recipient to read the letter on their own as a way to respect their privacy and process what I had written down. I decided to keep my distance and allow them to approach me if they wanted to continue to mend the relationship from there. Unfortunately, none have taken that step. Although it saddens me that none have taken this step, I know that I have done all that I can to maturely take responsibility for my wrongs and fix what is broken. I must respect their decision to leave things the way that they are. As a way to continue my growth, I plan to speak up and express how I feel more often, even if it may be uncomfortable. Throughout the course of this year, I learned that keeping my emotions bottled inside could have negative effects on myself and the people around me, so I should allow myself to be heard. I believe that becoming more open to the people I care about the most will not only address any issues I may have, but also strengthen our bond. Peer mediation has taught me that it is okay to talk about the things that may not be very comfortable to talk about. It is important to identify the problem rather than numbing out and to take responsibility for your feelings. If I had to include an object to a time capsule that is representative of my experience in peer mediation, it would be pens. Through the peer mediation program, I've been able to become more comfortable with writing down what I'm feeling and reflecting on the things that I've experienced. My most memorable moment in peer mediation was breaking down the barriers because through this experience, I was able to become more emotionally literate and understanding of others. Peer mediators in my class who I would like to personally acknowledge are Erin, Elena, Amanda, Jonathan, and Zach. If it were not for this program, I would not have gotten the chance to meet and develop a close bond with all of them. At some point in the year, they have all been there for me to provide support and encouragement. And of course, I would like to acknowledge Mrs. Rodriguez for her never-ending support and guidance to us all. You all have influenced my life in one way or another and allowed me to grow as a person, and for that I am forever grateful for you all.